Hey there everybody, welcome to Charles Gaming. Today we are back with Pokemon Premier Journey here in Legends ZA. It's episode 61, and we're going some Wild Zone shiny hunting. So yeah. Now I'll talk about where we're going in just a second, but first, our Alpha Annihilate, whoop, I just sent out the wrong one, sorry Yorbital, didn't mean you buddy. Our Alpha Annihilate is not only level 100, I gave it the Shell Bell, but the little guy who sells stuff right around here, since I have enough whatchamacallem, Mega Crystals, I went and got us Drain Punch. So I'm going to keep Rage Fist, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, and Focus Energy as his moveset. Now, I do need them plus move, so I forgot about that, truthfully. So I should go do that right now as we talk. But while I do this, we can talk about seasonal challenges. Complete the ZA Pokedex. We're at 231 out of 232. We're missing just Slurpuff. I know. I need to get back to the Infinite ZA Royale, and I promise I will. However, I'm not this episode. I'm still recording this the night after the Seahawks have won the Super Bowl. Right? It's literally the night they won the Super Bowl. And I'm still, like, I'm a little tired, but I'm still too excited to, like, go to sleep. And I really want to, you know, I really want to keep playing. So that's kind of why I am. Now, thankfully, I only have one more move to make into a plus move. So that's going on right now. So yeah, that's why I'm still recording. Complete the Mega Dimension Pokedex. We hit 34 out of 132. So only 98 Pokemon left there. Reach rank A. Capture one full on shiny. Unlock the Master Ball. Complete 100 side missions. Any shiny power must be used max of 6. Find all colorful screws. All of those are checked off. Now we have complete 3 viewer challenges. We have done 2 out of the 3. But you know what? I want to try to get 3 out of 3. I don't think it's going to happen this episode. But there's a reason we're going after Wild Zone shiny hunting. Now let's look at page 2 of seasonal challenges. Complete the Alpha ZA Pokedex. We're at 220 out of 227. Slurpuff, Scizor, and the 5 fossil Pokemon are what missing. Complete the Alpha Mega Dimension Pokedex. We're 6 out of 112. Complete the Shiny ZA Pokedex. We're at 19 out of 227. Complete the Shiny Mega Dimension Pokedex. Still don't have one, but we unlocked the Shiny Charm though. That's checked. Complete those side missions. We hit 146 out of 200. Get a full Shiny Alpha team. We're at 2 out of 6. We have a Shiny Alpha Halucha, which is pretty cool, and then a Shiny Alpha Skidoo, who I love. I kind of don't want to evolve him to a Go-Go, so yeah. Make and use 100 donuts. We got 32 out of 100 done. Remember, I have to both bake the donut and then use it for it to count, and it has to be not story-based or like, you know, it can't be any of that stuff. It's extra, I can't talk, like extracurricular kind of use, you know? It's something that I'm using to go get new Pokemon or stuff like that, not just like the one to enter to go battle the rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon, right? And then complete 7 viewer challenges. We're 2 out of 7. Now, speaking about viewer challenges, we only have 3 currently, all from Chillin' Weeb. Chillin' Weeb, catch a shiny each Wild Zone. We've done 7 so far. Wild Zones 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, and 16. But there's plenty of Wild Zones without shinies, and that's what we're hoping to get more of today. Chillin' Weeb, Shiny Hunt before I have the Shiny Charm. We did that with Numel. Got that done. Get 3 shiny Pokemon in 1 episode. We got 5 in episode 55. That feels pretty good. There's 4 empty viewer challenges there, but we can have as many as you want. So please, give me a challenge. That is possible in Legends EA. Comment down below. Alright, guys. So that's it. That Chillin' Weeb first viewer challenge you saw, which I'm back here at the Poké Center, as you can see. Catch a shiny each Wild Zone, 7 out of 20. Now, if we look at the map, right? Wild Zones, like I said, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, and 16 are done. I want to try to get a Pokemon in one of the other Wild Zones. So there's a few options. I could do what I'm about to do, which is go through each zone once and kind of get a vibe, right? Which is what we're going to do. Go through and see if we can't just... Let me switch to repeat balls. I need to go buy more, actually. And let's just run through, see if we can happen upon a shiny. Now, this isn't likely, right? To run through and get a shiny would take a little bit of luck, you know, because usually you would fly reset and all that stuff. But I want to check the zones and see if we do in fact get lucky. That's not shiny. I mean, it didn't look shiny, but still. Hello, Pidgey. Maybe there's one up here? No. Okay. So when it comes down to it, right? Oh, that's not good. Back this way. Hi, Pichu. I'm just gonna sneak over here so I don't scare you, buddy. So Wild Zone 1, right? Talking about the best place. If I was gonna shiny reset, it'd be going here to the professor's research lab. Because I believe resetting here gets all Pokemon in a 50 radius, which I believe is this Pichu. I believe these two Flappies, or Mareep, I just said Flappy for some reason. I think this Weedle and that Fletchinder, I think. Or Fletchling, sorry, I just said Fletchinder. I'm really screwing up. I don't know if it reaches the Pidgeys up there, but I think it might. So this is a way to reset for Wild Zone 1. All right, I think this is the best way because obviously Pichu is one of the harder shinies to get in the game. And if it can be shiny, that'd be great. But if one of these Mareep over here happen to be shiny, we still need it for the Pokedex. There could be something else, right? So that is where we'd reset. But I'm not resetting yet. Now, Wild Zone 2, right? I don't believe any Pokemon in here would be a dupe yet. Kakuna would be fine because we have a Beedrill. Magikarp would be fine because we have a Gyarados. Obviously, we would want the Alpha Magikarp to be shiny. But we're going to run through, see if there happens to be one shiny. You know, probably not, but we might as well run through. And obviously, the best reset method here, especially with the Alpha right at the front, is to just reset at the gate. Right? But obviously, the only Pokemon you're going to get to hit with that 50 radius is the Bidoof, the Alpha Magikarp, a regular Magikarp, and I think a Patrat or Binnacle that spawns in the middle. And obviously the Magikarp or Staryu at night. You know, Staryu at night. Depending on that. So Wild Zone 2 is one we could reset for, and obviously it would just be, you know, this shenanigans, right? Fly resetting and hoping to get lucky. Now, eventually I do want to do this. Right? And hope we can hit a shiny doing this. But, you know, thankfully Wild Zone 3, we got plenty of shinies. Got an Esper, and then came back and found a shiny Alpha Skidoo, luckily enough. 4, we hit one of the Spinnerax on the wall, so that's an evolution done. So Wild Zone 4 is done. Now we move down to Wild Zone 5. I had an opportunity for a shiny Abra. And I accidentally scared it. I heard the shiny way too late, the sound, and I blew it. So I could have had one in here, and I blew it. Now, obviously, fly resetting, there's so many good shinies here. My problem is I'd want to run through. The Alpha Bellsprout would be a shout. The Bellsprouts here would be awesome. The Venipedes here would be awesome. Another chance at the Abra would be awesome. The Pidgey would be alright. Right? Like, the Pidgey would be okay. Not the biggest thing in the world, but yeah. But yeah, like, here, any Pokemon is also okay. There is no dupe. Right? Because we still only have one Pidgey. So yeah, everything here would be an okay shiny to find. Oh, Bellsprout. And the biggest reason I'd want to run through is because there's still more options for Abra, but also there's the Alpha Whirlipede here. This thing was shiny, that'd be fantastic. Now, I could always run here through this gate and run through it, like, meters and try to get it. But I think that would only be going after the Whirlipede and Venipede, and I'm not trying to shiny hunt anything super specific yet. I'm just hoping to find a shiny. Right? Because that's the goal right now, is to just find a shiny in this Wild Zone. In any of them. So we're going to go through all of the ones we don't have a shiny in and talk about kind of the plan. So this is the one I think would take the longest, because I don't think I would just want to shiny hunt by resetting at the gate and hoping. I think I'd run through every time. Like, I'd run through all of this and be like, oh, look, an Alpha Abra. That's cool. You shiny would be awesome. But I'd want to run through because there's a lot of cool Pokemon here that could spawn and all that I would really wish I would just run through. And actually, because of the spawn distance, I don't know if I'd have to reset. I think I could literally just run through like this. Right? But yeah, we'll see. So Wild Zone 6 is, I found the Meditite and the Houndour there. So Wild Zone 6 isn't one I really need. Wild Zone 7 is next. And yeah, there is like some concern on dupes, but in a weird way. So Kakuna, Ghastly, Roselia, Shuppet, Hippopotas, Audino, Vanillite would be a concerning one because that would be my third and final for the evolution line. Speaking of Vanillite, who's right there. Fletchinder would be okay because I already have one. It would be an alpha, so it would be an upgrade. And then Floette would be fine because I need any shiny of the flowers anyways. So like right here, any shiny could spawn. And it'd be a welcome sight. Now this thing, how far is 50 meters? Hold on, if I put the mark here, and okay, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay, stupid ass game. Fuck. They should have a different button for the mark. Are you kidding me, dude? But like, see, that's only 38 meters. Let me zoom in. That's 70 meters, right? So let's put the mark right here. That's 62. That's like 58, right? So like I could fly reset and as easily just run in. And this would be the quickest little... Ooh, I'm gonna run around and check everything. Do I see a shiny? You know, you would just run around and be like... Okay, well, that's, uh-oh, I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, we got another Wild Zone done. Wild Zone 7 means we're 8 out of 20 Wild Zones done because we just got a Kakuna. What are the odds of me doing that? Like, I know I'm going around on purpose and saying, oh, look, here's kind of our goal, right? We're trying to run around and get these guys to spawn. I thought I was just gonna go around and explain what I was gonna do, not actually find one, right? Like, I thought I was just explaining to just be like a smartass. Instead, we found a shiny. And, most importantly, that brings us to, I no longer need Wild Zone 7. So that means Wild Zones 3, 4, this is going to be weird. 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 12, and 16 are all done. And we got a Kakuna. Let's go look at them. 3 very goods and 3 decents. That's all right for me. And he goes here, which means that's another Pokemon in the ZA Pokedex, like filling its actual slot. So we're at 20 at 227. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so I only need 12 more Wild Zones. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. See, we have a Wild Zone done. Let's go. Dude, what are the odds? As I'm saying, like, I would just reset, run around, and then boom, shiny. That's crazy. Now, Wild Zone 8 is done. We don't need to worry about it. Wild Zone 9 is one that does concern me a little bit. Now, there's only one dupe there, and that is Fletchinder. And I guess technically Esper, but I could evolve one of the Espers into Meowstic and then go after the other gender. So it's not really the end of the world. But like, every shiny here is cool, but if I get Fletchinder, it's a regular Fletchinder. And why it could be a potential upgrade, you know. And this is another one where it's like, how would I reset? There's nothing right at ow. There's nothing at the start that I'd really want to reset for. Oh, look, an alpha. That's cool. Right, like, I would be resetting for what? Running in, checking Sableye. So this is another one I would want to run through. Because you just never know when the shiny would appear. You know. And we've already got one shiny here. I'm not expecting multiples. Out of the shinies I'd want, obviously the one I'd least want, if I'm truthful, it would probably be Sableye, because I'm just not like the biggest Sableye fan. He's not bad. It's not saying I hate Sableye. It's not like Sableye sucks and so etc. I don't mind Sableye. But like, obviously any of these guys would be kind of cool. Okay, let me go down here. Are you still alpha? No, you're not. Good. I'm glad you stopped being alpha. Now I don't have to worry about you. But, you know, Kadabra would be awesome. Molvar would be awesome. Esper would be cool to hopefully get a female one so I can work on the other Meowstic. The Meowstic one would be cool just to have the Meowstic straight up and it being alpha. Carbink would be cool because Carbink shiny is kind of derpy. Manectric just has a great shiny. Right, there's like a lot of cool here. But I would want to run through. Whether it's Mawile, you know, Sableye has a good shiny. I'm just not the biggest Sableye fan. So yeah. And then Wild Zone 10 would be next. Where is 10? Am I blind? Oh yeah, it's right next to it, right south of it. Okay, I talked about Wild Zone 10 a lot. The thing I'd want is right at the front. It'd be the Slowpoke. Right? I would accept a Bellsprout. I would accept Carvanha. Right? And, you know, there's Carvanha back here. There's Sharpedo back here. Tynamo would be awesome. I would love Tynamo shiny. Obviously, you can see neither one are shiny. They're just normal Tynamo. And yeah, if I wanted Tynamo, I could run, what was it? It was like, I think I'd have to actually exit here. Yeah, hold on. I think I'd have to run like all the way. Okay, well that's not a good mark. Let's see if that would be, that's not gonna help either. I think I have to run like all the way out here and then back if I wanted to properly reset the Tynamo there, which that's a lot of running and there's a lot of like interweaving to reset them. And I honestly want the Slowpoke more. It's like, yeah. That's just truthfulness. Like, I want the Slowpoke more. Now, thankfully, there's another shot at Slowpoke up here, and there's some Staryu sometimes up here too. That could also be gotten shiny, which I would love. Anything on the bottom is awesome. And then, unfortunately, we get to upstairs. With the Watchhogs, which are not bad, but their shiny is just the yellow turns green, and it's kind of like, okay, cool. Arbok turns like a golden brown, which is alright, but like, Arbok's cool. I think my favorite of the snake Pokemon, if I'm honest. But not enough where it's like, if I got it, it'd be super meaningful. Like, I want to be like super pumped, like, oh my god, shiny Arbok. I mean, I'd still be pumped because I do eventually need a shiny Arbok. Oh look, I didn't realize Slowpoke can spawn in the water. There's 3 Slowpoke down here. But yeah, no, pretty much what I do would just be this. I would literally just reset 10 and hope for the Slowpoke, Bellsprout, or Carvanha right at the front. That's literally what I would hope for, right? And I could literally just do it like, you know. And actually, because I believe they're not aggressive, I could technically walk in, step in, and look a little bit, not see or hear any shiny, and then reset like this, right? It could take a couple extra seconds, but yeah, that's kind of the goal, right? Is to reset like that for the new purple Slowpoke. If I get another, like a Bellsprout, that could be alpha shiny, the Carvanha could be shiny. None of those would be bad options. So yeah, this front gate is one of the best front gates in my opinion. Oh my god, look, double alpha Slowpoke. See, now I can't go in there because that's risky. They might kill me. So let's make them kind slowpoke. Let's make them very happy slowpoke. There we go. It is almost nighttime, so I'll run through once more. But yeah, like I said, this area is one of those where any shiny right at the front would be cool. Any shiny totally on the bottom would be cool. Right? The Dynamo shiny would be cool. It's about to turn night. Let's just let it turn night. Let me reset here. But yeah, like ultimately, because it is night, you know, it doesn't really change anything. But yeah, Wild Zone 10, I'd probably reset for the Slowpoke. 100%. Wild Zone 11 has been done. I got Stunfisk there. So if I wanted to Shiny Hunt Slowpoke, obviously I could try there again afterwards. But this place gives me 2 shots right at the front and plenty of other Pokemon. So this one's kind of it. Wild Zone 12, again, done. I got 2 Vanillites there. And it was my first full on shiny there. So Wild Zone 12 is really awesome. Wild Zone 13, it's about to turn night. So I will go here. But obviously as it's turning night, I can talk about the daytime spawns. Pavilion is not that exciting. So there was a shiny Pavilion. It's like, cool, I got it for the Pokedex. But that'd be the most exciting. Weeping Bell would be cool. Alpha Weeping Bell would be amazing. And then there's Pinsir and there's Heracross that could be shiny. Now, obviously it changes tonight, which means Pavilion gets replaced by 3 Phantoms and an Alpha Trevenant. And Weeping Bell and its Alpha gets replaced by Scyther. Well, the 2 Weeping Bells get replaced by Scyther, technically. The 3rd Weeping Bell, the Alpha one, just vanishes. So, shinies here, any of them. Any of them. Any shiny here, I would love. Right? Every single one of them would be perfect. Now, I do need for the Pokedex an Alpha Scizor. So catching an Alpha Scyther here would be pretty cool as well. So this is an area I could technically reset and run through and hope for the Alpha Scyther. Right? And also hope for the shiny. Because any shiny here kicks just the most ass. Right? Like, let me just talk about this, right? Shiny Pokedex time. Let's talk about it, you know, straight up. Right, starting with Scyther, let's just start with the Gen 1 guys, right? So Weeping Bell and Victory Bell are just awesome in general. I love Victory Bell shiny. I have one from Let's Go. Did I fully evolve it to a Victory Bell? I think it still might be a Bellsprout. But either way, the whole line, perfect. So that's why Weeping Bell, I'd love to get a Victory Bell, and then we could Mega Evolve it and have a big, awesome Victory Bell. You know, it's awesome, right? Moving on to the bug types. Scyther, its interior parts become pink, and Pinsir becomes solid purple, one of my favorite colors, and its pincers turn gold. How do you hate that, right? Like, again, every shiny here is awesome. And then obviously I can turn that Scyther into a Scizor, where its shiny's green, which is Gen 2, that's why I'm bringing them up. And then obviously we have Pinsir, which is Gen 2, right? Wait, no, not Pinsir. Heracross. I just said Pinsir. Oh my god, that's funny. Alright, sorry. Heracross. Now, Heracross, I believe, turns pink as well? Yeah, it does. So, so from blue to pink, and so that's another good shiny as well, right? Then after that, it's like, okay, well, what about the remaining ones? Well, obviously, talking about Trevenant, Phantom, Pavilion, and all that. Jump to Gen 5, Pavilion shiny. No, Pavilion's Gen 6, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because I just remembered the Pokemon it was, the gym it was in. And its whole body just turns white. It's, if I'm honest, it's kind of lackluster. I wish something would happen to, like, the outside of the wings, or... I understand that the wings have different patterns, and it would be difficult to turn them all, but it is kind of rough. Now, Trevenant and Phantom, the body, the like wood, turns white, and Trevenant's green, and Phantom's green on its thing. turn to like red and their eyes turn blue. It's a really cool shiny, okay? And then obviously there is one last Pokemon to talk about these. It's like, wait, you talked about all of them. Well, technically there's also Cleavor when talking about Scyther. And I've never seen Cleavor shiny. Oh no, it does, it becomes green. It becomes green like how Scizor's does, so I have seen that. Okay, I had to look that one up. So like every shiny here, whether day or night, is actually pretty good except Pavilion. I still need Pavilion for the Pokedex, so getting it wouldn't be like, oh man, I hate this. But night, there are no misses, right? Every shiny would, I think besides Scyther, I think every shiny is pretty noticeable. I mean, obviously there's the sparkle and stuff, but if I enter in, right, and that Trevenant's white, that Phantom's white, these pincers are bright colored. You know, the Scyther might be a little hard to notice because you have to look at its limbs, but if either of these Heracross are bright hot pink, they're recognizable, right? And so at the end of the day, this is a spot I cannot wait to shiny hunt. Now we're going to do one more cycle. I'm mainly looking for Alpha Scyther, if I'm honest right now. Ooh, Alpha. You scary, bro. So yeah, that was Alpha. The Scythers are not. So we'll run through. But yeah, you know, this is going to be a night hunt that I might do. And if we have some time at the end, I might come back here. Next up is Wild Zone 14. Where's 14? 14's over here. 14 is one that is the dead opposite of 13. While I would shiny hunt Wild Zone 13 during the day, Wild Zone 14 I'd hunt during the... 13 I'd hunt during the night. 14 I'd hunt during the day. A Molga can spawn here, as you can see up there. But Helioptile can't. So if I'm trying to go for Helioptile shiny, I have no luck during night. It needs to be sunny and it has to be during the day. Right? Obviously, any shiny here is pretty good. Right? Onyx has a cool shiny and obviously can eventually become Steelix. Aeron, Lairon have a great shiny. Drillbur, Exadrill, if it becomes shiny, and especially the alpha one, it's probably rejoining the team somehow. I'd figure out some way. Emolga and Helioptile would just be because they're probably pretty hard to get shiny. I know there is a stupid, like, one up here that you can run. Right? So let me talk about two others that aren't Wild Zone based really quick. Even though I'm looking for Wild Zone shinies, and I kind of want to try to have an episode or two where we shiny hunt in a zone together with the shiny charm. There's the Molga that spawns over here. Right there, right? And so I think all you have to do is, I think you actually have to climb up. But what you'd have to do is run, pop up, and this is a 70 meters to get it to despawn. And then you just need to run to the edge. And there it spawns, right? And thankfully, a Molga's shiny is, I believe, pretty noticeable. Because a Molga was Gen 4, right? Because I think it becomes pink. Is a Molga Gen 4? Wait. Which Pika clone era was? Because I know Plusle and Minun was Gen 3 because that introduced double battles. Right? Hold on, am I losing my mind here? No, Gen 3 was Plusle and Minun. So Gen 4 had to be... Was it? No, Gen 4 was Pachirisu. Yeah. Emolga was Gen... Was it Gen 5? Was it Gen 6? No, it was Gen 5, yeah. And, wait, is Emolga... Wait, hold on, what is Emolga shiny? It turns pink, I think, right? No, I'm thinking about Pachirisu's. Its thing goes from black to, like, light brown. Oh, no, its shiny's... I mean, that looks pretty black. So, oh, it's gonna turn like Bunnelby, like, you see the brown on Bunnelby's ears? It's gonna turn like that color. Okay, so maybe this spawn might not be a bad one, because you can just run back and forth and see. And then obviously there's a bench if you wanted to sleep. Oh, I made it, good. So yeah, and then you can come over here and check and be like, are you shiny? Of course you're not, but like, you know, if you see its color and it looks slightly different, you know, it's a shout, it's an option, right? So yeah. Although, to be honest, if I was going to shiny hunt any Pokemon outside the Wild Zone, if it was raining, it'd be Goomy. If it wasn't raining, it'd be these rolls here, right? But yeah. So obviously we just got done looking at 14. Wild Zone 15 is one that is a night spawn for me. And I say this with most respect. I would love Rillipede or Scolipede. Right? But Beedrill spawns over here. Hello everybody, I know I'm pissing everybody off, but stop. Yeah, so during the day, Beedrill, Alpha Beedrill, Rillipede, and Scolipede spawn. Instead of Shuppet, Banette, Alpha Banette, and you can see there are a lot of hate. Obviously the Punkaboo and Gorgar spawned, and Haunter, as you saw earlier. Right? They all spawn here. But, of course, it's going to be a day, but let's go up and check the Larvitar. I can't get there in time. But this is another one I do at night because we already have Beedrill. Now, the Shiny Alpha Beedrill would be nice. But if we got a regular Beedrill Shiny, it would be a dupe, and we're eventually going to get Shiny dupes, right? It's stupid not to think that I won't eventually get a dupe that I can't evolve or isn't new. Any Fletchling, Fletch into a Talonflame now, are 100% dupes. Obviously, all these guys have the bright red bellies, so yeah. But during the day, let's reset now. Obviously, Haunter, Shuppet, Banette, and the Alpha Banette are all gone. Instead, let me make sure I'm not on Dusk Balls. Now we have the small Punkaboos. We have the Beedrills, these guys, and just more Punkaboos. Which I heard somewhere that the Punkaboos do not save the shinies because each different size, you know, kind of overwrites each other. So shiny hunting here, any Punkaboo you get, you're just going to have to accept. Right? Now, obviously, it's kind of like if I'm shiny hunting here, whichever shiny I get, it's fine. I shiny hunt at night. I mean, obviously, I could come up here and just, if I'm going for these Larvitar, I could just set a mark and run. Like, let's see, hold on. So if this is here, let's see how far I'd have to run. So 70 to despawn, and then 50 to get them to respawn. So that's not too far to try to force it. Yeah, I mean, you could just run back and forth there. That's not too bad. So yeah, Wild Zone 15 is just one that we will work on. Wild Zone 16, we got Flaffy there randomly. So while I would love to shiny hunt Froakie, that's something I would have to put off until after I get the rest. Not because I have to, but because I want to try to catch everything up. Wild Zone 17 is... no. I would love to just get a shiny and be done with this area, because this area is my least favorite. And I'll explain why. Obviously, you come in here, and there's these... I heard a shiny where? Oh wait, it's the Diggersby. I think it's that Diggersby right there. Right? I saved, right? Hold on. I think it's that Diggersby. I think I just got Wild Zone 17 done. Unfortunately, it's a Pokemon I have no respect for. I love Bunnelby. I dislike Diggersby. Wait. Does Diggersby... I thought... Hold on. Yeah, that's its shiny, I think. Yep. I just saw a Sparkle a second ago. So that's gotta be it. Oh wait, I could just repeat all it. Alright, I think we just got Shinies Diggersby. Hold on. And there it is. Yep, the shiny. Oh my god. Okay, I was just talking about wanting this area done. So that is another shiny, bringing us to 21 out of 227 in the ZA Pokedex. But that is Wild Zone 9 out of 20 done. And I'm just kind of going through them. I haven't actually shiny hunted yet, but just like that, we have Diggersby. Right? And this episode has already popped up with 2 great, and I didn't even reset that one. What time mark are we at? Oh, like 36 minutes. All right. So that's awesome. Now, obviously, this Pokemon, it's not my favorite design. I love Bunnelby. For some reason, I do like this color pattern on him slightly more than his regular one. I have to say he actually looks somewhat decent here. But yeah, Wild Zone 17 is done, and Diggersby joins the group. So that's 21 shinies done. Dude, that's so crazy. I said I wish this area was done. And the biggest reason is, here, let me fly reset so this guy can go back in his hole so I can talk about it. I don't need a shiny here anymore. I shouldn't do this. I'm just going to power run through. Like, unless it's Chespin, I don't want any more Diggersby. But that's going to make shiny hunting Chespin there hard. Obviously, there's the Pyroars here, which screw all of you. Can't hit me. And then up here during the day, the Cleft Keys are cool. And Mawil's cool, but I could hunt them elsewhere, right? I don't see Skarmory here. Haha, Lions, you suck. But like, yeah, Skarmory is just a pain in the butt, and I'd much rather... Oh, I see him landing over there, I think. Either way, Skarmory is not someone I'd shiny hunt here. 100% Wild Zone, other areas, like, yeah, no. This is just not the... Like, I'd rather try for the Area 20, Wild Zone 20 one, right? But we're done with 17, so I never have to worry about that anymore. 18 old bangers. This is one of those where I'd reset and run through. Because at the end of the day, Alpha Salamence would be amazing. Alpha Bagon, or sorry, I see the Alpha Bagon there. Shiny Bagon would be amazing. You know, any one of these shinies would be just awesome, right? And it's like, at the end of the day, like, what's the chances of finding one? I don't know. Obviously, all their shinies are bright, like lime green, so it'd be pretty obvious to see them. Obviously, you have Baneri over here, whose shiny would be awesome to have as an alpha, just in general. And as I just said with Bunnelby, I love rabbits. So it would be awesome to have her shiny. Now, how likely is it that I get a bright pink Lopunny? Well, its ears and its accents are pink. It's not pink, but you know what I mean. Then obviously we go up here during the day. It'd be Swablu and Altaria who become gold. They both become gold, right? Hold on, let me double confirm that. I think both of them become gold. I just don't feel confident about any shiny knowledge right now. And I think it's just because I'm dead tired and I feel like I'm going to make a mistake. Yeah, they're both solid gold. So, yeah. Obviously, I think by now... Oh, I hear one of them's alpha. I hear the energy warbling sound. The wub wub wub. Oh, it's Altaria. That's alpha, okay. And then obviously if I came over here, Fennekin's yellow. It's not shiny because it would turn silver. So, yeah. You know, that one's pretty obvious to notice. Hey, wait a minute, you're not, silver, and it's like, yeah, you know, not shiny. But, like, here's the thing, right? If I'm honest, Fennekin being that silverish gray would be cool. Anything here, even at night, whether it's Noibat or Noivern, like, yeah, they don't have a Mega Evolution, but still, it'd be cool. Oh, you noticed me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean, ooh, I'm gonna leave now. Let's go to Wild Zone 19 before I make them any madder. Alright, so yeah, Wild Zone 18, old bangers, I'd probably want to run through the entire thing. There isn't one I would just want to target. Wild Zone 19, same exact thing. Right? Because at night, Clefairy, Cleffa, cool, whatever, be shiny. Right? Kangaskhan, be shiny. Eevee, I would love if you were shiny. But, you know, Fufu, I need so many of them shiny for all the different cuts. Be shiny anytime you want. I need a dozen of them. Actually, I need 10 of them, right? Audino, I love its purple shiny. Right? Oh my god, there's so many alphas. Everything's... Oh god, everything's alpha. It's gonna kill me. Let me through. Okay. I'm gonna check on my Trubbish. Maybe they're shiny too. I think I would have heard it by now, though. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Huh? How you doing? Hey, you're so cute. This game, I'll say it a million times, this game has made me love Trubbish. But yeah, Wild Zone 19, the fact we got 2 Wild Zones done in this episode is crazy. But yeah, Wild Zone 19, this is another one. I would just have my repeat balls, or at nighttime, dusk balls, but probably more repeat balls, ready, and I would just run through. Wait until I heard the shiny sound, and just do my best to catch it. And if everything has to die in the process, everything will die in the process. Right? Because at the end of the day, whatever's shiny here, whether it's Drampa in the morning, the Clefairy, Cleffa at night, these crazy dogs, okay, you guys need to chill. During the day, or, I mean, the Fufu can spawn anywhere, but I meant the alpha one. Right, any of them can spawn, and it'd be cool. Right? So yeah, we have a few areas where I would just constantly run through, which isn't the most efficient, but yeah. Now, when it comes down to Wild Zone 20, I think our best bet, even though it takes a long time, is our little loop. We run around the outside because we're not shiny hunting anything specific. We're not running to the center to check specifically the center. You know, any shiny will do here. Whether it's in the center, which both of those would have been really good. Either one shiny would have been fantastic. I would have loved either one of them. I would wonder what Clefable's Mega Evolution would look shiny. I haven't looked up, haven't seen it, not gonna look it up until I get it, right? Lucario would be awesome. Like, almost every Pokemon here shiny would be cool. I know Tepig becomes a little bit more yellow like Charmander. You know, so like, I think it would just be that run around. Squirtle doesn't have a green shell. So like, yeah, it would just be a run around and hope a shiny spawns. Right? I don't think it's that efficient, but also we could also just get alphas this way, and any alpha starter I'm going to catch because it might be an improvement. But then I sneak over here, check these guys. Neither one of them shiny. Again, both of those shinies would have loved. And yeah, the only shiny here, I mean, we need every Pokemon here shiny, right? There's not a single Pokemon here we have shiny in this game, right? But, hey buddy. You're too orange. And you would have reloaded by now. Yeah. But, you know, every shiny we need here from the base one. Aggron, Scraffy would be my preferred shinies, but Garbodor that spawns over there also would be okay. You know, the Hippowdon Lucario would be cool, but I would love Charmander and Tepig. Over here in this watery area, whether it's Dragolchi, Malamar, Totodile. Damn, why'd they be mad? Squirtle, Totodile, Malamar, Dragolchi, I'd be happy. Oh my god, he's actually aggroed on me. Over here, in the like grassy area, whether it's Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Roserade, or Gardevoir, I'd accept any. Now, obviously, Roserade would probably be the one I'd want the least, but that's barely. In the center, any Alpha Shiny would be a Shiny Alpha. I just said that weird. I reversed the two words. But any Shalfa is a Shalfa, right? And my first in Wild Zone 20 would be amazing, right? I wouldn't argue my first one because it'd be like, that'd be my first. Like when people ask, what's your first one? I would have an answer. So right now, if someone commented, what's the first Shiny you caught in Wild Zone 20? I haven't. What's your first Shalfa you caught in the center? I haven't. If you caught one, awesome. I congratulate you. That's an awesome thing. I'm glad you got it. I am, you know, happy for you. I actually am happy for you because I have yet to experience that. I would love to experience it. I would love a Shiny in this area in general, right? Also, I can just kind of enjoy the monotonous running around. I don't know why, but it's actually somewhat enjoyable for me. Now, what's the chances my first Shiny happens to be in the center? Not as great as when I roll around outside in any of these others, right? But even with the Shiny Charm, we have what? 2 here, 2 there, 2 over there, and like, I think like 3 or 4 there plus the 2 in the center. You're 2 orange? Yeah, you're 2 orange. Okay, if he's 2 orange, you're definitely 2 orange. I saw the items and I wanted to stay up there and get them. But yeah, no, it's one of these things where any Shiny here, dude, why are you Alpha again? Get some help. Last time you like locked onto me and wanted me dead. There's Totodile. But yeah, I could run around this. Maybe not right now because I'm actually getting tired running around. But any one of these Pokemon here could be Shiny. All right, you. Buddy, why aren't you Shiny? That would have been so perfect. And I would not have mind. Now, we have been on this for about 47 minutes. I should Shiny hunt something. One is kind of boring because there's no instant results, right? We're back to Wild Zone 1. I could do the long, monotonous run through, hope that anything but this Fletchling is Shiny. This Fletchling would be horrible. Bunnelby would be cool because it would complete a thing. Either these guys would be a welcomed addition. Again, Bunnelby there, Fletchling there would be bad. Weedle would be okay. Oh, you're an Alpha, why are you angry at me? I'm just trying to exist, bro. I'm just trying to exist. Don't you shock me. Ow. Pidgey up here would be cool, but it would only be our second one. Oh my god, Mareep, you chill. Oh my god. And Mareep wants blood. And then up here, again, Weedle, Pidgey would be okay. But again, like I said, if I was going to reset here, it'd be the research lab. And this is something I feel like I should just do a couple times off camera before starting an episode, right? Or if I hear the shiny sound, like, because my back is turned, I don't think I need to turn around to see anything. I think I still would hear the sound if it was behind me. Because I don't think I need to turn to see them. Right? So I think I would hear the sound if he's shiny. If one of these guys are shiny, I think. Because I think they're all within 50 meters, right? Hold on, what's the distance on this thing? I should probably find this out. Let's test this together. That is 46 meters, so that would get both of them. Would it get the Pidgey up here? You would think so. I don't think it gets Metapod Tree, but does it get the Pidgey up here? Yes, it would. Would it get either of these guys up here? Ooh, no, that's too far. So pretty much, I don't even think it would hit the guys over here, would it? No, that's too far too. So if I'm resetting here, I'm only actively resetting this Pichu. Oh, let me actually zoom back out and let me reset again. So the only Pokemon I'm truly resetting with this, I think, are the Pichu here, the 2 Mareep here. Why are you going to be mad? No, you know I'm resetting before I do this again. I want to go in with a non-angry Mareep. Okay, I want it to not want to shock me the moment I go in. I don't want a shocky Mareep, okay? I'll take a shiny Mareep, but not a shocky Mareep. You guys chill? You guys chill. Good, I'm entering. So I think only these two when I reset. Oh, that's a big bird. Okay, I'm going this way. I'm gonna go look at the other big birds. I think by resetting there, I am resetting the rooftops. So I'm not getting up there. I think I am hitting both of these Pidgey spawns though, right? Let me mark this spot and let me fly back over here and let me see if that's within the bounds. So I don't know if it actually will count higher than me if I'm resetting. That is within 42 meters, so that might be resetting. See, but how would I know? I don't think that's close enough to hear the sound. So I would just have to reset over and over again. Would I even hear the Pichu sound? I think Pichu's the only sound I would hear. Right? So if I reset, I would have heard Pichu sound, but then I would actively run over and be like, you're not shiny, you're not shiny. Run in, and as I run in, technically everything else around here spawns. Any of them could pop up shiny when I run in. But I would have to just reset like what? Like 50, 60 times and then come in and check and be like, Pidgey, are you shiny? No. Other Pidgey, oh, I just fell. But he's not shiny. We would have heard it, right? So I think that's boring. The one I want to reset for in our limited time left is Wild Zone 10. I should probably start with Wild Zone 1 and go number from number, which I can maybe do next episode because I do want to do more shiny hunting. I want one of these Slowpokes, man. If I'm honest, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shiny reset. And I'm just going to reset like, I don't know, something simple, like 100 times or something maybe. I don't know, that feels like it might be a lot of work with how long it's taking. But I just want any of these Pokemon on the bottom shiny. Now, obviously, resetting like this, I think the only ones that are truly getting reset are Slowpoke, Bellsprout, and the Carvanha. Or is it resetting the ones up top? Is Watchog and Arbok also getting reset? I know Sharpedo, Tynamo, Staryu, and the others aren't being reset from here. But does Fly Resetting reset the roofs too? If so, Watchog and Arbok up there could be shiny doing this. Huh. I don't know. Let me see if that's a known fact. Pokemon Legends EA. Does it reset roof spawns? Fast travel to the closest radio point, then... Hey, hold on. If you capture Paintball, instant re-roll. It does not seem to go higher. Let me look through this. It looks like there is a limit. Okay. Leave the area, enter the area, use fast travel. Okay, it doesn't actually say here, but it looks like anything within a... Okay, just like the other areas. Okay, it looks like it may have a height limit. Oh, that's an alpha. Okay, so it looks like the roofs are off limit. It looks like there's a limit of, it looks like some meters. It looks like 10 or 12 meters high. So resetting here will not reset the roofs from what it looks like my quick looking up has shown. So resetting this way, it looks like the best plan, right? The best absolute like thing is it's just going to be these two, that guy. Oh my god, that's a shiny Carvana. Oh, it's green. Oh my god, okay, we got shiny Carvana, let's go. Okay, so let me save really quick. Oh my god, I don't know why I was holding my breath. I can't talk. Shiny ZA Pokedex takes us to 22 out of 227, and that's a 10th out of 20 wild zones. I'd have to put off the shiny hunting Slowpoke for a bit, but we're halfway done with wild zones. Oh my god, that was so quick. I may go try another area. But we have shiny Carvana who looks just amazing. If I'm honest, right? When I think of the shiny line for like Carvana and all that, I think straight up of Sharpedo, right? Because Sharpedo's like blue to like hot pink is what I think of. But Carvana going from blue and red to like a lime and a teal or a light blue looks really good. And just like that, we got another wild zone done. Dude, that is so cool. Oh, I need to mark it. Hold on, I'm gonna let this time run out a little bit more. Oh, he's angry. Okay, now you know what? I'm gonna go look at my Carvana one more time. I have to say, that color pattern is something that I've kind of seen it before. Like, obviously, I've scrolled through it. Until this game, I don't think I've ever appreciated how good it looks. Maybe it's just this game. But yeah, it looks good. All right, so I am going to go reset Wild Zone 13 with it becoming night. So we'll fly over there. And we'll let that do its thing. I want one more shiny. I'm now getting greedy. Right. We've got 3 shinies here. And we've taken out 3 more wild zones. Right? We have taken out, thankfully, or I guess, you know, 3, we had 3, 4. We've taken out 6. Wait, what have we taken out? Hold on. 7, because we got Kakuna there. Okay. So I almost need to mark these down. But yeah, so 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 16. Is that it? Hold on. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 16. No, I'm missing one. 17. I forgot about 17. That's going to take some memory to get used to. Maybe I should go off the ones I know I have remaining, which is 1, 2, 5. What's next? 9. I need to just make a list. Either way, I guess I'll run through this a few times. Maybe we can find a shiny in the daytime. You know, I mean, we might as well run through here. Because I don't think the night changes the regular spawns. Like, it will change the other guys, but it won't change, like, the pincer. It won't change the Heracross. It just changes everything else. So if I'm running through and it's like, oh man. Any shinies here? No. And obviously if it turns nighttime, I can always roll back to day to just go capture that Pokemon really quick, right? Because the daytime spawn will be saved if it's Vivillon or Weeping Bell. So, yeah. Oh, hey, buddy, you Alpha, you big, you scary. But yeah, so it's like I kind of, this episode and the next episode, which I'm recording tomorrow, this is the last episode I'm recording tonight, because it just crossed over midnight and my body is just slowly starting to drain. Oh, that's an Alpha. I would like one more shiny. Right, I would like to get to 11 out of 20, and I would like to make sure that the wild zones, that I can make a list, and the next few episodes we're just going to try to eliminate that. Why? Because getting done with another viewer challenge will put us closer to getting that first page done. And for me, I feel like that's a very important goal. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can run through one more time, but I'll try. I'll try one more run through. But yeah, I feel like it's important to get the viewer challenges I have done, because a lot of them were like showcased early on. And I may take a break from recording this for a little bit. I may get a little rusty, which will be bad. But I think that's okay. Because I have other stuff I need to record. I have other stuff I want and need to do. So yeah. We'll let this reset because we'll reset him and I'm not going to make it through. The bug-type Pokemon zone will attack interlopers relentlessly. Okay, fair enough. I was warned. Like, yeah, if I can get one more shiny zone done, which this area, every Pokemon's new, day or night. This area is perfect. But I need to slow down. Maybe I'll record one episode a day and then try to record something else. Because I need to get some other stuff going on this channel. I've just been having so much fun with this game. But let's get through. Obviously, didn't hear anything, be shiny. So we'll just keep reciting. See, Wild Zone 13 is a cool one because I also need to look for Alpha Scyther. Oh wait, I can go back to Dust Balls to catch stuff. Really? Dude, Pincers over there are just like, look at me. Look how big an Alpha I am. I don't need you, Alpha. I want Scyther. Then I can maybe trade. And if I get... Okay, so this is what I want. I either want a shiny or an Alpha Scyther here and successfully trade Sizzle. That's the only way this episode's ending. So I'm getting a shiny or an Alpha Scyther turning into an Alpha Sizzle by trade. Only options. Which one's easier, game? The game will decide. Was it easier to do? Get an Alpha Scyther and then trade it successfully and get it back? Or get a shiny? With the shiny charm, it actually might be the shiny. We'll see. And we exit. Yeah, this is a pretty fun run through. Man, I wish eggs were in this game. With how much you just run around. I could imagine having an egg or something shiny hunting while also hatching eggs. You know, you run through, and as you're shiny hunting, hoping to find something on the ground, you know, you can just have a bunch of eggs. I think that would be, I think that'd be awesome. But come on, universe. Alpha Scyther or shiny. You make the choice, game. Because this ain't ending until I get one or the other. Yeah, I think next episode it is going to be starting a trend of shiny hunting the wild zones. Because getting that other fewer challenge done, I think getting Chillin' Reeves done will be kind of important. Because it means that as I work on these episodes, unless we get new ones, I can focus on the DLC or focus on the Zeta Royale. Because like having that one there that says to catch a shiny in each wild zone, it feels like a challenge that has been there. It was the first challenge, and it's a kind of a tough one, but it also feels like I haven't really put a true effort into it. Like I go look around, right, and I've gotten lucky. I've gotten shinies across the game in a lot of these areas now. You know, we're halfway done, but I haven't truly shiny hunted each area. I truly haven't given my all to go after a shiny target specifically. And I'm not at that stage where I need to specifically shiny hunt. But like, eventually I know we'll get there. Haha, I exited before you can hit me with the rock slide. But yeah, it's just kind of... It's nice to have an episode where I'm just going through and shiny hunting. This case, I'm also technically partially alpha hunting. Fortunately, neither of them are alpha. But yeah, the real question is which one will be shiny first? Or will I even find a shiny or an alpha Scyther? Because if it becomes daytime, then all I'm looking for is shinies. If it's night, though, I'll be looking for an Alpha Scyther. And yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have made the bold proclamation that it's shiny or bust. Or shiny and Alpha Scyther or bust. Oh, I'm getting tired. I may backtrack those words really quickly. I think I may need a more stimulating zone than this one. I feel like this one's putting me to sleep because it is just a straight line, which is simple, but it's not good for when, like, I am struggling to, you know, be conscious. I'm not struggling, that sounds bad, but like, yeah. I don't know, I was so ready to go for that slowpoke hunt, and I was like, oh, I might as well go look in and talk, and that's when I saw the shiny Carvana. Or, yeah. Carvine? Carvana? No, Carvine's the plant. See, my brain's failing me. Alpha Scyther. Come on, Alpha Scyther, come over here. Okay, guys, I don't want to kill all of you. Okay, alright, all of you are dying, got it. Okay, well, you're getting Oblivion Ring to death. Heat wave. Yeah. You, get Oblivion Ring. Killing everything. Let's hurricane this guy. Alright, we got our Alpha Scyther. Alright, so here's the thing. Alpha Scyther is here for one purpose and one purpose only. Be best, fantastic, and pretty good. That's pretty good, alright. So we need to give him the metal coat, which I think we have one left, or do we have two left? We have 3 actually. Okay, so this is a good enough shout. I need to change his nickname to Trade Back, please. Boom. All right, so Trade Back, please will be sent out. Now let me get the Scyther code. I did say I would either go for a shiny or an alpha Scyther that would become a Scizor. We've got that. So let's go into Link Play. Oh, we got new titles. Oh, look at us. Everything's all golden. Have all the plushes, get shiny Pokemon, Mabel Enabler. I like these ones. These are perfect. I don't need any more. Okay, what are the other ones then? Donateer, yeah. Leveling Up Pro. Okay, cool. Don't really care about that. I like the ones I have. So yeah, Link Trade. Faraway players. All right, if we get this, we wrap it up. So it's 0176 0176. Nope. Yes, please stop searching. I'm tired. I can tell my brain is like, dude, you need sleep. Go to sleep. And it's like, I agree. All right. So I want to try to find someone. It's stupid because of the time. It's midnight. But maybe I can find someone who can understand English. No, I'm sorry. I can't risk it. I need someone that I think can read the name to trade back. I'm not losing this alpha. I'm going to be very nitpicky about who I trade. If I see anybody that's name looks like one of the hacker names, I will also be careful. It's been a hot minute since I did the trading thing, but I think I should remember. Oh, I got it. I'm yawning. That's not good. No. Oh, man. I hope that's not the only guy looking. Now that I have it, I might just try to trade this tomorrow off camera, which might be a shout because of how late it is. But I got him. I got the Alpha Scyther I needed to become the Alpha Scizor. So, you know, it's not bad. I got what I need to. No one could be found. That's fine. I'm going to give this a little bit more of a search. Right? But I think this will be the end of it. We'll give this another like 15 minutes to try. We'll try for 15 minutes, right? And if we find someone that I feel is good enough to trade with, who is more likely to send it back to me, then perfect. If we can't, then yeah. We'll just find out. Oh, trade partner's been found. I just don't know, man. Please trade back. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Just you know, please just be a good person. Please just trade back, man. Okay. I'm really concerned that this isn't going to end up how I want it to go. But we're about to find out, right? Hopefully this guy's cool and I have 2 more metal coats. But I'm just hoping I don't have to go back through and get another, you know. Yes! Oh, thank you, dude. Yes, he did trade back. Oh, thank you. Oh, maybe because he saw it was alpha and was like, oh, thank you. Oh, man. Oh, I got it back. Let's go. Oh, that's so big. I'm actually happy. I mean, Seahawks win the Super Bowl. I got 3 shinies this episode. 3 shinies? Kakuna, Diggersby, and Carvana. Yeah, 3 shinies. I got an Alpha Scizor, which actually takes us, the Alpha ZA Pokedex, to 221. Yes, please quit. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. So we got the Pokemon back. Need to change her name back to Scizor. Change nickname. Scizor. There we go. And we have an Alpha Scizor. That's awesome. Let me drop a massive save. But that brings us to 221 out of 227 in the Alpha ZA Pokedex, right? That means we are only missing 6 Alpha Pokemon. And what are those Pokemon? Well, they are 5 of the fossils, right? Because you have the little ones and the big ones. And then you have Aerodactyl. And then Slurpuff, which is also the Pokemon we happen to be missing. But I need Whipped Dream in order to evolve it. So I'm going to run through Wild Zone 13 one more time, just for shenanigan purposes. But you know what? Wait, I killed everything here. I killed everything here. There's no chance anything will be shiny. I nuked everything, didn't I? Yeah. So I was going to say, I think I literally nuked everything. A shiny here would be like impossible. I was going to say, okay, let's, I don't know. What's a Wild Zone that'd be pretty good to run through one last time? Let's run through 5 twice and we'll wrap it up there. I'm so happy about how that has ended, that I am actively like really happy. Glad that person traded back. Because I've had issues with anyone who isn't like English speaking, like from what the character name looks like, to not maybe read what I've typed. And so it's concerning a little bit. But yeah, we'll run through here twice. Who knows, maybe we'll get another shiny. But if we don't, I'm happy with what we have gotten. Right? It was a great episode. Got 3 shinies, we got an Alpha Scizor. And we don't have to worry about really much of anything. Like the fossil Pokemon, I think we can almost... I think in a sense... I think they can appear in what, Rock 2 or Rock 3? So we're getting close to being able to Alpha Hunt them. But yeah, no, I'm quite happy that we got the, where we did. Okay. Ow! Dude, I didn't even get a notification he was so angry at me. Hello, good sirs. I will just run up here. Yeah, we'll run through this twice. This is one I think I should have been actively running around instead of 13, even though I got the Scyther and the Scizor, so in the end it worked out. Because I need an area that will... Oh, there he is. I need an area where I can run around and actually feel like I'm doing something. Like that other area I was actively running in a straight line at this late at night. I'm only running through this twice, FYI. But, yeah, none of those guys are shiny. it's one of those things where I actively don't feel like... Here, I feel like, okay, I'm actively running through. I'm actively moving around. By the way, when I do need to shiny hunt stuff, flying here will reset these guys, but also reset the Starmie and the Binnacle there, and I think also reset the Froakie. So in a weird way, flying here to Wild Zone 5 and resetting this guy is also going to reset a zone I already have. So there's a chance I can, what is the word, phase? Phase on a shiny by getting one of the shinies here. Right? I don't think I'm going to get through a whole run during the night, but we'll see. So that is something that could happen. I could phase on trying to get a shiny here, the shiny over there. But that's why I think running through is also partially good. Because just like how that Abra just happened to spawn up there, he wasn't saved because obviously I saved, I saved outside the wild zone, or I had to save outside the wild zone, which means that when I restored my save, he wasn't there, which means he just happened to spawn by me coming up on this roof. Fortunately, there is one problem about running through here I just noticed. Every Abra spawn has 100% despawn because I scare them by running past them. Which means running through this more than one time, you take the Abra spawn out of the equation. Oh, that's not good. Hold on a minute. That's really not good. I didn't think about that. I'm learning stuff. Hold on a minute. I'm actively learning stuff right now. So I'm gonna fly reset back to 5 really quick because we're gonna run through 1, and I want to run through 1 the entire way through. Because I have run through before and the Abras have been startled, is there a way I can run through this checking on the Abras without alerting them? I'm gonna pretend that the Abras are still there and kind of run by them to dodge. Alright. So if I wanted to check on the Abras, but I also wanted to dodge them. Let's try. So there's an Abra there. Not shiny. I can go over here. That one's not shiny. I still scared that one off. I didn't scare the other one off though. That one's not shiny. I can jump down. So I need to figure out another way to not scare that Abra. I'm gonna try one more run through. The Abra won't be there though, so it'll be kind of tough to know if I did startle him or not, because I kind of need him there. This is one that may take some tinkering. Because I got that other Abra to not, those other two to not disappear, right? Okay, and that Pidgeotto isn't shiny. Here, I don't think there's a way to, yeah, he hasn't come back yet. I don't know if there's a way to not startle this one. There's just no way to get across. And then I land here and he startles. So that one I won't be able to not startle. See, this one, I think my plan is once I get here and I can see all of them, I think I just fast travel out. I think that's the plan, not just... So no matter what, so far I have found out that I'm always going to startle 2. Froakie looks normal. Everyone down there looks normal, so... Cool. Let's head back in. So, I gotta figure out a way to not... I think there's one of them that's unavoidable. So, like, I run in, I check. If there's no shinies here, I come over here and check. Ooh, an alpha, that's cool. Not shiny, we keep moving. So I'm trying to get into the mind for next time. Because this is an area I might want to do. you know, I still need a shiny hunt in so many other places. If I come up here, Abra there. He's not shiny. Come over here. Okay, there is the Abra there. Okay. Come over here. I did not alert him, and I did not alert the other one. Neither have despawned. Okay, this one isn't here. But I could check this one from peeking around this corner and not startle him. Both of those are still there, so I have successfully not despawned either of them. The other one I think I did startle accidentally, but I think that path is the right way to go. Jump across, jump across. Okay. Okay. Question is there a way to not startle this one by the ladder? I don't know. Because he's there, obviously, if he's shiny, I should be able to get up here and he should sparkle by now. There's no way to hop across. Hold on, is there a way this way? I would draw a lot of aggro. Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. Are you kidding me? Okay, I've saved my progress. And there is a shiny Electrike. That is a 23rd shiny and another zone done, 11 out of 20. So we only need 9 wild zones left to get done, by the way. I'm sorry. I was not expecting that. I was trying to figure out how to successfully run this thing tomorrow morning. This is our 4th shiny this episode, by the way. And it's like an hour and what, 25 minutes in. So I'm marking that down really quick. But Electrike, I actually wasn't truly expecting him to appear. That's cool. Good shiny. I mean, it's just, you know, it's obvious enough, right? It looks like it isn't, but it is obvious enough. I could tell before the sparkles even popped up. It's very obvious shiny. That marks off Wild Zone 5. Ow. Anyways, hold on. Let me continue this way. So is there a way I can check those other Abras without... Obviously, any other shiny here is just an extra one, which doesn't really affect us. So if I go up this way, I can check that one, and then I'll run this way. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of hate. Oh, it's an Alpha Abra. Cool. Obviously, by now, it should have sparkled. It didn't. Obviously, that's an Alpha, so it'd be there. So, oh, but I'm taking a lot of hurt. I'm taking a lot of pain. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. You see how they were hurting me, Alpha? Take them. Yeah, get them. Get them. Nope, okay. But I think I gotta stop there. So, Wild Zone 5 is done. So is 16, so we won't be coming back here. 12 is done. So, Wild Zones 1, 2... Wow. Dude, we're almost done with them. Wild Zones 1, 2, I believe 7 is also... No, we got Kakuna there. Hold on. So 1, 2, 9. And we already have 10 and 11. We already have 12. So Wild Zones 13, 14, 15. Then 17, 18, 19, and 20. No. That's not true. We already have 16. I just said 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, yeah, it's 1, 2. Wow, that's so crazy to think. We have so many of them done. Damn. So 1, 2, 9. And then 13, 14, 15. Right? And then 17, 18, 19, and 20. Those are the 9 we're missing. So pretty much this one is one where you just travel here, reset. 2 would travel here just to the zone and try to reset for one of the front guys. Mainly I want one of the Alpha Magikarp or Staryu. Preferably, but I could get Badoo, I could get, you know, whichever guy spawns there. After that, then it's Wild Zone 9, which is one we run through like how I would 5, because there's no real Pokemon right at the front. You just have to run through and hope. And then after that, we jump all the way to 13, which day or night, you just run through, which is kind of boring. But yeah, maybe that's one I'll try to get done, but I think I should maybe go in order so I know what numbers are left. Because 1 and 2 and then 9 are kind of just stranded out in the middle of nowhere. Because then it's like 13, 14, 15. I obviously have 16 done. So then after, you know, 13, 14, 15, then you have 17, 18, 19, 20. So 1 and 2 are nearby. 9's kind of stranded. So maybe I should do 9. So then it's like 1, 2, and then you have the remaining ones. But like I said earlier, this is one of those that it's like, you just run through. Oh, there's a portal in here. Cool. And you just have to hope one of these guys is shiny. And this is a very time-consuming lap course. Because there's so many Pokemon that could potentially be shiny down here. That what? You run through... I missed the other one over there, but I think going up here first might be better. You go up. Oh, you try to knock off? Nope. And then you check. You check. None of these guys are shiny. Check down here. None of these guys are shiny. And none of them look shiny, at least. Then almost you can just run right back down. And then run back this way. I think this might be the lap. I need to stop, though, because I'm going to, you know, I'm going to get another shiny and it's going to make me want to go test another route. No, I think focusing on Wild Zone 1 and going in order makes the most sense. This episode's gone on long enough, so I'll run through... Ooh, I felt that Psycho Cut. Yeah, but like you come up here and then... That's an alpha. That's scary. And neither of these Kadabras are shiny. Yeah, I do think... I think Pokemon Research Lab and just resetting here is what we're going to start with next time, guys. But what an episode. 4 shinies. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully, hey, next time maybe this Pichu will be shiny. One of these Flaffy will be shiny. Right? Or worst case scenario. Not even worst case scenario, because we need multiples of this line. This Pidgey or that Pidgey over there is shiny, right? So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link description below. And you can, also like Scott did, make me re-record this.